the way that I pop? Do you like the way that I dip? Do you like the way that I spin in 2010? Do you like the way that I pop? Do you like the way that I dip? Do you like the way that I spin?
Hey you guys, the Outline with Kevin Dwayne. Gossip. Don't you hate it? Like, so many people get joy out of slandering other people's names and talking about them and perpetuating these lies and things of that sort. And the problem is, you can't really stop it. It's something that I think we all have to deal with and learn how to handle as adults. I mean, it's very middle school, but we can't stop it. So, I mean, the thing about gossip is it can ruin reputations. It can ruin a person's image if that's something that you care about. But you know what? The thing about gossip is it tells more about the person who's telling it than the person they're talking about. It tells you what kind of person you're dealing with. So if you have a friend who's gossiping and always telling you stuff, be aware, be on alert that person can do the same thing to you. But there's ways of handling gossip. So here are a few ideas and guidelines you may want to follow. When it comes to gossip, there's usually two people involved. There's the person who's listening and the person who's talking. Now, to prevent it, if you're the person listening, when someone comes to you talking negatively about someone else, you can choose to just exit right there at that point. Say, you know what? I don't want to talk about this. I don't want any negative talk. I want to live my life and respect that. You can, too, if they say something about someone negatively, you can say, you know what? I don't feel comfortable talking about this. It would be much better if the person was sitting here and present right now. If they're here, then we can talk about them, because it's not right to talk about someone behind their back. Third, you can listen quietly without comment, but do not repeat what you are hearing. Keep it to yourself. And fourth, if someone is confiding in you personal information, keep it to yourself. Do not spread rumors, because that's the only way that you can keep it from getting out. And not to mention, karma. I mean, you get what you put out. So, yeah. Okay, I have to admit, when someone's talking rudely about you and being negative about you and trying to ruin your reputation, it's a difficult thing to do. You're going to be angry. However, the best response is no response at all. Like, there's no need to get angry. Continue to live your life, because the truth of the matter is, as you continue throughout your life, your deeds and your actions of what you do and what you don't do will show, and it will actually go above the rumors. So just continue. Don't waste your time on people talking negative about you. Also, if someone comes to you with gossip that they heard, don't be defensive. Why? Because it perceives you as weak. Go on about your life. Live as if nothing's wrong, because the truth of the matter is, only you can really take these things to heart. They can talk about you all they want, but don't let them stick. You've heard of that stuff too. Whatever you say bounces off of me, blah, 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 blah. You've heard it. Keep it pushing. Confrontation about it. I recommend it, but I also don't, because you have to be sure of the person that you're dealing with. If it's somebody that you know that's talking about you and you maybe think you can come down to a root, you can sit them down and, get down to the root. Don't accuse, first of all. Don't come at them with this condescending behavior, but you can talk it out and just be like, I've been hearing these things, blah, blah, just trying to understand what the root is. Leave it at that. Get to the point and keep it pushing. Don't take it anywhere else, because you don't want to perpetuate the rumors even more and make it worse. But I only recommend that if you know who you're dealing with. Some people are crazy and they're going to talk about you and they don't care. Like, go back to the last point, ignore them and keep it pushing. But if you feel that confronting them will help, go for it. Like, first of all, you should be secure with yourself. Like, honestly, if you're secure with yourself, there's nothing anyone can tell you that's going to make you feel horrible. Like, know who you are and forget the rest. As far as worrying about your reputation and people not wanting to be around you or being like a social outcast, I really don't think it's possible without something really horrible happening and without valid proof. However, if someone wants to judge you based on what they heard from someone else, chances are you don't want that person around anyway. I mean, because they're simple-minded. Anyone who will listen to someone else's outtake or input about you, why would you want to deal with them? They didn't even come to the source, so forget them. many people who gossip or slander have ulterior motives. Most people who say things about people, they have issues that they have with that person. I mean, a lot of times if you're not interested in someone, or they like you and you turn them down, or maybe you did something to them in the past that really hurt them and they don't know how to confront you about it, so they rather talk about you. There's usually an ulterior motive behind it. So like, you have to take that into account. Like, you shouldn't always jump to it. Be like, you know what, that person's hurt, and that's just what it is. It just is what it is. Ignore them and go on about your life. When you really think about it, would you rather people not talk about you at all in any kind of way, be the boring person that no one mentions, or would you rather be the interesting person that everybody's talking about? In a sense, you're becoming a local celebrity. So hey, you're doing something right. Keep your mouth shut. Don't tell anyone what you're doing. Go covert. Just keep to yourself. I mean, people can make up stuff all they want, but no one can ever say, he told me or she told me, right? Watch the company you keep. Seriously. Like, first of all, a lot of people say birds of a feather flock together. I don't know that that's completely true. Yes, you will have common interests, but you're not always the same. And there's a lot of opposite friendships out there, and that's just the truth. You can't believe this all the time. But there will be a common interest, and people like to judge based on that. So if you care about that, watch the company you keep. But if you don't, keep doing what you're doing. On the other hand of that, the people that we think are your friends, they might be the ones who are spreading these rumors about you. I mean, they're the ones that are pretty close to you, right? Better watch them. All right, thank you guys for joining me. This has been The Outline with Kevin Dwayne. Please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Also, check out my website, KevinDwayne.com. There you can find updates on music, life and love, inspiration, celebrities, everything. I have so many topics there that I can just talk about. So please visit the website and also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/TheWorldofKevin. You can find everything on the website, though. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.